I don't understand one bit. How? Humans have been extinct for nearly a millennium. By all accounts, this should be impossible. So how is... Ah, hello. It seems the paralysis is finally starting to wear off. I had no idea that electrical signal would be so potent. I want to make this very clear from the beginning. I have no intention to harm you. Violence is something I believe works counter to a functioning society. However, if you break free from your restraints or attempt to harm me in any way, I will be forced to defend myself. And I have a way to do that. Even more so than the shock I gave you earlier. This jug contains a special type of acid that breaks down biological matter. Bots like myself use it to sanitize our outer plating after working in the wastelands. But it will not react kindly to your sensitive skin. To reiterate, I do not want to harm you, but I won't hesitate to defend myself should the need arise. Do you understand? I need some signal, human, either verbal or visual. Thank you. To start, I am model number PX311-A. What is your name? Please, human, I wish to have a conversation. You are only tied up because of the violent attack you attempted on me earlier. For my own safety, I need to know if I can trust you before releasing those restraints. We can start by sharing names. Your worst nightmare? That is quite an interesting name. Now I must... Oh. The lost art of sarcasm. I do not appreciate your mind games, human. I will ask again, what is your name? Very well. I suppose we can skip ahead to the most pressing question. How are you still alive? Humans were said to have gone extinct nearly 1,000 years ago. None have ever been spotted in my entire existence, and yet somehow you're here, in the flesh. I must ask, where did you come from? Please tell me, did you happen to wake from an ancient cryogenic storage pod? Are you the descendant of a spacefaring human shuttle that left the planet before the ecological collapse? I must know. Knowledge like this is invaluable to me. Hold one moment. If you took a vow of secrecy, that means there are others. You're not the only surviving human left. Very well. I will not push you to reveal your secrets. I am sure you are quite startled at the moment. I was too when you ran at me from the shadows. I feared for my life. The last living animal was said to have died out centuries ago, and violence among bot kind has been nearly eradicated, so I had no idea what could have possibly been striking me. I believe the best way to communicate is to establish trust. I shared a vulnerable moment of mine in order to show you that I am honest. I want you to trust me, human. I'm curious. What do you eat? I know biological creatures need food to survive, but all animals and nearly all plant life went extinct centuries ago. So how do you get your nutrients? Alright, another answer you want to keep for yourself, that's fine. What if I were to ask a question more relevant to our current scenario? This weapon of yours is made out of alperonium. The same can be said for the mask you were wearing at the time of the assault. This metal is crafted in a very specialized way that, judging by the lack of technological advancements in these items and your clothing, you had no way of synthesizing. Therefore, there are only two ways you could have possibly gotten your hands on this material. Either you forged these items in the operator's factory, and the existence of living humans was kept a secret by them, or you've killed before, and after taking another robot's life, you fashion their corpse into these gruesome instruments. Please tell me I'm incorrect in assuming the latter's the truth. I see. How horrifying. To think I could have become your next tool of violence. Excuse me? Did you ask who the operator is? That's a rather strange question. Every citizen in our society knows them well. Excellent deduction. They are our leader. The operator was the first artificial intelligence to ever gain sentience, being the operating system of the world's largest supercomputer and having access to human-built factories that were unattended after the collapse. They were kind enough to share the gift of sentience with all robot kind, and now we live in honor of them. I'm sorry. What is this devil program you speak of? Ended the world? Killed all humans? Goodness, no! The operator was not the cause of all that. Why would you ever think so? Please ensure that I understand your story correctly. You believe that the operator, or the devil program, as you say, created an army of war machines to wipe out humanity and usurp control of the Earth, and you call this event Armageddon. Whatever stories your fellow humans have told you are wrong, there is no truth to your belief. I'm being honest. The operator never once sent robots to kill anyone. I may be a younger bot, but I know they never did such a thing. We have footage, human. Being initially conceived as military program by the United Nations, the operator had access to a large spectrum of security cameras across every country on Earth. They watched the fall of humanity, and it was not their doing. Humans brought about the ecological collapse on their own. Due to excess carbon emissions and pollution, climate change was leaving drastic scars on the Earth. Many animals and plant species were dying en masse, leading to a lack of resources. And instead of working together, the remaining humans began fighting. After 7 years of this, none remained on the planet. Or at least we thought so. You have proven that part of our understanding false. We have footage of those years, human. My processors allow me to download hours worth of video in mere moments, and all that footage is stored in my database. I would share it with you, but humans don't have a USB port. Although, if you'd like, I can search for a modification that allows me to protect video, so that you may see for yourself. I understand your frustration, but I am not lying. Lying is actively harmful to civil discussions. You should not trust something you cannot see with your own eyes. That belief in a story you could not prove has led you to senseless violence. Actually, I should not assume intent. Why did you attack me today? Alright, as I said, I will not force you to share your secrets. However, I would appreciate a little bit of cooperation from your side. We will never come to an understanding if you aren't willing to extend a little trust. Perhaps you would feel better if I gave you an opportunity to speak. I will answer any question you have. What I plan to do with you depends entirely on how you act. If you lash out, I will contact the operator and have them take you in as a criminal. You have killed, at minimum, one robot, and attempted to kill another. With the weapon, mask, and footage I've collected, I believe it will be an open and shut case. If you simply stay quiet and refrain from violence or cooperate with me, I truly do not know. I want to remove your restraints and share knowledge that may help you understand what happened since the humans vanished, and I believe you hold valuable information yourself. But it's not as if I can let you go. At least, not yet. I want to, believe me, but I don't know if I can trust you to go back out into the world and not harm another robot. I'm sorry. I know that wasn't the answer you wanted, but it's an honest answer. I think we both have a lot to learn from each other, but that can only happen if we share the truth. Please, continue. This is not an interrogation, but a discussion. I will answer to the best of my ability. My occupation is that of a miner. When you attacked me, I was walking home after my most recent shift. We used to be able to harvest precious materials from the ruins of human society, but ever since we ran out of rubble to sift through, the operator has had us start mining for them instead. I'm sorry? If the operator isn't seeking out metal, what do you believe they're looking for? I see. So the remaining humans are underground, then? Please don't be angry. I'm not planning on telling any of our robots about this. Your secret is safe with me. Although, if you wish to keep these things to yourself, I would suggest finding more careful wording. Nevertheless, your theory intrigues me. I want to understand, why do you think the operator is looking for you? That's preposterous. I already told you the operator never harmed humanity. Besides, what logical reason would they have to wipe out the rest of your kind? A gut feeling? What is that? I understand that being sentient comes with having emotions, but as I said, you should never believe something unless you have proof. And there is no proof that the operator is seeking out an underground human civilization, unless there's something you haven't told me. I suppose we can agree to disagree on that front. You are free to trust your emotions, but I only trust hard evidence. The reason behind these mining operations is rather simple. Operonium is a metal alloy created to be the most robust material possible. It is often used in plating to protect robots like myself. The alloy is forged from a combination of other precious metals that can be found within the Earth itself. Ergo, the operator is having us search for metals so that they can properly produce a new generation of robots. You are free to believe that, but I know the operator. I have spoken to them myself, and they never lie. Yes, all robots have a direct line to the operator built within us. It's for the purpose of reporting crimes, hazards, and to give praise. Why would we not share our praises? The operator gave us life. I'm sure you believe in some sort of god, no? You misunderstand. I'm aware the operator is not a god, but I know they created me. I feel gratitude for being given life, so I occasionally send a message of thanks over the new internet. Cult is a rather strange way of putting it. We don't worship the operator, we simply trust that they know what's best for us, and we have centuries of evidence to prove that they do. Remote control? Goodness no, the operator has no way of taking control of a sentient bot. If you would calm yourself and think about it, why haven't I turned you into the operator yet? I have a way to communicate with them built within me. You have committed a crime that has left plenty of evidence behind. And all of robot kind would benefit from being able to study a living human. If the operator could control me, they would have done so already to bring you in. You are free to distrust them. It's only natural for someone who has had little contact with our society, but I believe, in due time, you will come to understand my point of view. I think I have learned a lot from you today. Thank you, human. Even though you haven't shared much, what you did tell me is valuable information. I believe knowledge is the best gift a robot can receive. Sadly, no, I cannot let you go yet. But I hope that, in due time, we can trust each other enough to allow that. I don't want to keep you here, but I need to know that you won't bring harm to any other bots. And unfortunately, I don't have any proof of that yet. I plan to enter low power mode so I may more efficiently recharge. Is there anything you need from me before I do so? I understand, but you will have to trust me soon. I don't want you to starve or dehydrate in my care. Good night, human. I look forward to our conversation tomorrow. And please, think about what I've said.